if we're talking property, if those locations are still relatively affordable, it might not impact as much, in my opinion. Because ultimately, like we talked about before, like will this impact the entire property market? No, it never
Mm.
will.
Yeah.
We have a massive supply crisis. We've talked about this. So there's a massive floor in pricing.
Yeah.
So even though, everyday Australians might feel, hey, I can't afford to buy property today. Well, the harsh truth is there's enough buyers in the market, especially
Yeah.
in the more affordable locations. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that in the data. We're seeing that with what's happening in the market. They're still growing
Okay.
at like 20% a year, to be honest. So they're outperforming for a
Amazing.
reason. So because
Yeah.
it's still relatively affordable in the right locations, there's no kind of catalyst yet, even raising rates to stop that demand.
Mm.
There's still a big rush towards property because even if it's not from
Exactly.
an investment point of view, people understand this will keep growing long term. They understand the
Yeah.
fundamentals. They still see that this is pretty much the last chance to get into the property market. We've been saying that 2026, it's the last time to buy in a major capital city under $800,000.
Yeah.
For houses across capital cities, the median price is now $1.2 million. $1.2 million. So I'm very confident that 85, 90% of Australians can't afford that price point today. And
Yeah.
even if they
Yeah.
can, paying your mortgage is close to impossible with
Yeah.
your bills, expenses, lifestyle, kids, whatever it is. So it's understanding what markets will be a risk, preparing yourself, to see how you can de-risk your situation if you are involved there. And then obviously, if you are looking to invest, if you look at all the asset classes across the world, Australian property is still very relatively safe. So if you're looking at the right fundamentals, you're going to the right locations, you're still going to outperform numerous asset classes. You're going to outperform the Australian market itself. But yes, if you're buying unaffordable locations, you probably will see declines in those properties,
Yeah.
and that will create more opportunities in the future. Maybe not in the
Yeah.
short term, but in the future, that will create opportunity. But this is the way
Definitely.
we're viewing, the effects on, oil prices rising, these tensions on the property market itself. But it's an inflationary environment. What wins in inflationary environments, because the value of the dollar will keep on declining. That's very crucial here. Hard assets, strong growth, hard assets are going to be key to
Mhm.
surviving, in my opinion.